What is up, everybody? I'm Aslan Hajavandi. He's Michael Langston, recruiting analyst for Warchant.com and Rivals.com, and we're back with another edition of Projecting the Prospect 2020. We're looking at every single signee from Mike Norvell's inaugural class as head football coach at Florida State University. If you're not a member of Warchant.com, go ahead, use that promo code Warchant30. That'll get you 30 free days of access to the ultimate Seminoles sports source. Michael, there were some names that came up late on the radar, late on the scene for Florida State and Mike Norvell, and he was able to seal the deal. And then you got guys, some of the OGs, I guess you could say, that were committed maybe to Willie Taggart, maybe committed to Florida State, but nonetheless had to be sort of swayed to hold on to their commitment. And one of those guys, Stephen Dix Jr., a guy that we visited. This kid, I mean, this is going to be one of the easier questions I ask you when we talk about wow and what to work on. But when you look at Stephen Dix Jr. and his game, what wows you about this prospect from Orlando, Florida?
Well, I think there's a lot of things that should wow you. One, he's just a playmaker. He makes plays in so many different ways: sacks, pass rushing, tackles. I think the thing that stands out the most when I watch him is how good he is in space. He's very good in space. He doesn't miss tackles, and he is easily the hardest hitting linebacker I'd seen this year. DJ Lundy's up there too, but I think this kid is one of the hardest heat-sinking missiles that I've seen as far as hitting. I think he's already done really well in the FSU's practice. He's really stood out, I think to Coach Fuller and Coach Norvell, and I think he's doing what I've seen him do, for his, most of his career, and I think this guy is a massive addition for FSU's, linebacker core.
To Michael's point, Stephen Dix Jr., one of the prospects already on campus, already with a few spring practices under his belt. Here's what the coaching staff had to say about him before he arrived to Florida State.
Stephen Dix, who's here on campus, you stand near him when he's running. You better watch out because it is he only knows one speed. That's what you saw on film coming out his senior year, and that's what you get when he's here on campus. You go after the best football players that fit what we're looking for, and I think that's helped address a lot of the needs.
Stephen Dix Jr., he's a physically developed player as of today. You put him out on the practice field, he looks like a Florida State linebacker now. His movement skills are good enough to have an impact, and he's super mature.
I'm a person that likes contact, so it wasn't that bad for me. Really was excited to get out there, just be with the team. We all just coming together, and trying, being like that. Football's a contact sport, so we just all hype each other up and get fired up.
Stephen Dix Jr., very intriguing prospect, Michael. I don't know if there's a template when you're making a linebacker up in heaven, but he might fit that kind of bill. Is there anybody that his game kind of translates to or compares to that you've seen over your years covering recruiting?
I would say coming out of high school, he reminds me, some of Christian Jones that played at FSU, 5-star, I think, linebacker. I think he played some defensive end, and they've used Stephen that way where he's coming off a pass rushing guy. He can pass rush the quarterback, kind of like Christian could do. So they remind me too as far as that area. Stephen's a little bit better in space where he absolutely, like I said, does not miss tackles. So there's small differences, but that's kind of the guy that kind of, when I watched both out of high school, they kind of were similar to me.
When he signed in February, they had the press conference. He was listed at 210 pounds. He's already up to 226. So he's definitely doing his part to try to contribute to Florida State off the jump. We'll be back with another edition of Projecting the Prospect 2020. But for now, he's Michael. I'm Aslan. Thanks for watching.